We were talking about the pay-per-view platform, big pay-per-view coming up. Saul Canelo Alvarez versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. What do you expect in that fight?
I think talent-wise, Canelo's a much better fighter. Obviously, the weight's interesting. 165. I don't think. Chavez was obviously probably more effective at 160 than it was 168, but he definitely was. So, but maybe he was struggling to do that.
Yeah.
So maybe 165 will be a lot more comfortable for him. Yeah, he's still big at the weight. Canelo, I think, is a massive 154. I know he's short to 154. Probably 157 would be his ideal weight.
Yeah.
So 165 is giving a lot of advantage away physically
Why
to
is he
Chavez,
willing?
but I think he's got more talent.
Why was he willing to give Chavez Jr. that much of a weight advantage? And when it came to Golovkin, he actually asked Golovkin to come down. Why do you think?
What do you think?
I'm asking the.
Or does anyone think? It's common sense, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't want to. Canelo's a great fighter, so I don't want to say, but obviously he must have fancied the fight with Golovkin, because to go up to 165 to fight someone like Chavez, but you won't go up to 160 to fight Golovkin, doesn't really. You're contradicting yourself, aren't you?
Yeah.
So
a few people have.
It tells its own story.
They've mentioned that he could be using Chavez Jr. as a measuring Golovkin possibly next or in the future. Is there any resemblance there?
No, I don't agree with it. If that was the case, why not fight someone that Golovkin's beating at 160?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Him and Chavez is a huge fight for the Mexican fight fans, and I'm sure it's going to generate a lot of money. And at the end of the day, it is a business. Professional boxing, that's his job, that's what he gets paid to do. So if he's going to make X amount fighting Chavez, or half that amount fighting someone else, that's probably us as purists would say is more credible.
Yeah.
That he's going to go for the more money, isn't he? So you can't blame it. I think we'd all do the same. So it's all. Listen, we can all sit here and say, we want to see the best fight, the best, but you have to put yourself in that person's shoes, and if you're going to get more money to fight Chavez than you are in what you feel would be a less risky fight, to fight less money to fight Golovkin, you're going to do that, aren't you?
Definitely.